Alright, now the lift is done. It's quite a bunch of space in there, ain't it, eh? Don't worry, bigger tires are going on and all that. That's a big ass body lift and this big ass spring swap. See? Just a 3-inch body lift. But yeah, she's pretty huge. She's still on the jack stand, don't worry. So, but the body lift is done. Just a sec. There. Like I said, body lift is done. Got the blocks in there. Across there and all the way back there. But it's got me thinking now that if this block and that block are at the same, or level from each other and all that, and the frame is straight, then I'm thinking I'm gonna get a 3x3 by 1/4 inch wall square tube and run it in between there, weld it to the frame, and drill it through on the metal and all that, just to make the back area of the frame stronger. And then if I take this out here and replace with that 3x3 square wall tube, and then that'll give me a perfect opportunity to put new shock mounts, like right here, or about right here my finger is, so to say. So that way it'll do a lot better for when I do any sort of actual suspension lift, because then that way it'll give me a lot more options for long travel shocks, and I won't have to cut up the box or anything like that, because I'll have that higher mount. And these springs, don't worry about them, they're just stock Ranger springs. Most of the weight's taken off them from just up there, really. But I haven't really cranked down the bolts that I made yet. I made those bolts out of grade 8 1/2-inch ready rod, and of course the nuts on them is 3/4, and on some of them I also have a 5/8 washer on it. I had to cut my non-working emergency brakes, but those are going to get fixed real soon. Just a whole emergency brake replace kit. And I had to weld a large washer on top. These welds look like shit because they're flux welds, and I'm not a professional welder, but I do alright. They're strong. I hit it a couple times hard with the sledgehammer. Yeah, by the way, these are new polyurethane bushings, and yep, see the bolts there. These ones are driven upwards because on the other side it's harder to get at because of a stupid piece of plastic in the way that I didn't feel like taking the time to move the piece of plastic on the other side. And also now, you can see that little boot there. That is my spark plug. This will make for easier spark plug changes. Yes. And yeah. In the future, I may also switch to F-150 double shock buckets, coil buckets, and remove this stupid sway bar. The rear does not have a sway bar, and as I said before, Daystar bushing, or spacer as you call it. What else on this side? Yeah, the reason why I sprayed these with some metallic silver paint is because the paint was just laying around, and I was just doing it to cover the rust up so it wouldn't spread as much, because I scraped it to the point where it's rust. And there I sprayed that because that was some weld and rust, and also a washer welded to the perch. Yada yada yada. And it makes a lot of space underneath the cab. I like that. Gonna tighten that up soon too. Alright. Week 7.5 year in. Blah. And it's raining. Duck and cover.